Hello everyone, Kunimitsu here. Sorry for the long wait for my channel. I've been very busy lately. I just recently got a job a couple months ago, so I've been a little preoccupied with that. So I haven't really had a lot of time to do a lot of the content like I used to. And it's just not been as easy to do a lot of the stuff that I used to do. But I'm trying to find an easier way to schedule these recordings so I have an easier time to, upload. But needless to say, there's quite a few things that have obviously happened since my departure. Obviously, for one, All Stars 4 got announced for Drag Race. That's amazing. I love the cast. I think they're a diverse cast. There's a couple where I'm wondering how I'm going to feel about them because for the most part, I didn't really have an issue with a large majority of them. I liked a lot of them on their original seasons, except for 3. And that's Trinity Taylor, Jasmine Masters, and Gia Gunn. I did not like them on their original seasons, but this is All Stars, and I've seen All Stars has changed my perception on many, many queens in the past, such as my perception on Kennedy Davenport. I did not like her on her original season, but I grew to love her for All Stars 3. And then the opposite happened with Milk. Milk was somebody I loved and adored a lot on her original season, but I ended up really not liking Milk on All Stars. And I feel All Stars is the perfect chance to give these queens a second chance. Maybe some of them got the raw end of the stick when they first started their seasons and have since improved. Maybe some of them have since become more humble and less aggressive, or in Milk's case, more aggressive. Like, it's interesting to see what's changed, because some of them go off of their season for years. One queen I am particularly curious to see where they're going to go with her is Valentina. I'm not a huge fan of Valentina, but I don't hate her like a lot of people do. I feel Valentina has a lot of potential in the fact that she's a wild card. She's either going to completely destroy this season, or she's going to completely bomb this season. She's either going to be the villain, or the queens are going to expect her to be the villain, and as a result paint her as a villain. And there's just a lot of speculation that can go around with, a lot of the queens. Like, let's be clear, Naomi Smalls being one of them, she made it top 3, so you would think, oh, she'll make it far in this season, right? Well, let's remember, Ginger Minge made it top 3 on her original season, but was the 3rd to be eliminated in All Stars 2. So All Stars is a jack of all trades. All Stars is a season filled with unexpected surprises. Like, for the most part, you're usually not going to guess who's going to go home. Personally, who I'm voting for to win All Stars 4. My personal pick to win is Latrice. I love her so much. I think she has charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. And I think with the wisdom that she has gained over the years and the life that she has lived, she will be a great next drag superstar because she will not only be able to handle people, she'll also be able to talk to fans, give them advice, but also learn how to deal with the negative ones in a professional way. I feel she's the best candidate for a reason. Latrice has it all. And she's not a beginner at this either. She's been doing this stuff for years. So I feel Latrice is my pick to win. Based on just looking at the interviews, because I usually go off of the interviews, because the interviews are usually a good indicator of who's going to go home first and who's going to go home last. But it's proven us wrong in the past. Like last season, it was clear Calorie was going home early. We just all thought she was going home first, and it ended up being Vanessa that went home first. So, based off of what I'm seeing in the Meet the Queens, it seems, at least just based off of what I'm seeing, it looks as if the first 3 to go are going to be Jasmine, Gia, and I really don't want to say this. I really don't. Because I do love this queen. But it really does look like Monique is getting the edit that she might be going home first. If she's not first, then she'll go home really early. It's a tough one to say. But that's for another speculation. I think I'll speculate more after the first episode comes out. But in other news, I'm extremely excited for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's a game I'm very excited for, and I cannot wait to see. I want to see what becomes of the World of Light mode. I want to see who the DLC characters are, but I most importantly want to try out all the newcomers, because this batch of newcomers is probably the most diverse group of newcomers we have had for a Smash game in a while, and it's refreshing to see. And I was so happy that every single character came back. It's amazing. It's just really amazing to see the drastic leaps and bounds that this game has improved over the last one. You can see Masahiro Sakurai's dedication to this game. You can see his hard work. You can see his blood, sweat, and tears put into this game. You can tell he worked his ass off on this game. And he wanted to make sure that this game was the ultimate. Is it still going to have something that some people are going to miss? Absolutely. Because you can't please everybody. This is not a game that's going to please everybody. But it is a game that is beloved for a reason. And I'm very happy with the characters that we got. Of the newcomers, I will probably be maining Daisy. But I like a lot of the newcomers. What's it called? Like, the World of Light is the one I'm very interested in. I want to see what direction they take the story. And I want to see just how dark, how lighthearted, how dramatic, how graphic, or just how edgy they go with the mode. I want to legitimately see what they do with the mode. I'm curious. I'm going in blind. And I want to see it. I want to see every little bit of it. And I cannot wait to see what comes out of it. I can't wait. Now, off of those subjects, explaining what exactly has been happening, why I've just been disappearing for the past couple of months. It isn't just that I just got a job, it was also the job searching. And I've been focusing more on my job because it is the first job I've ever gotten. It's one that I'm proud to have. It's my only form of income. And I'm happy I finally got a job. I'm happy I can finally support my family. And I'm happy I can finally, support myself as well. I'm bettering myself because I'm learning from the best. I'm learning from the best, and my schedule luckily isn't too bad, but it is an adjustment to find free time to upload, as I mentioned earlier.
I'm actually, I do want to give a brief shout out to, just a couple of people that I really adore.
I want to give a shout out
to one of my favorite YouTubers of all time. I want to give a shout out to Jimmy Pink. She's amazing. She's a sweet YouTuber. You should go subscribe to her. She has amazing content. She's the realest girl I've ever met, and she's the sweetest.
Another one. And of course these channels will be linked in the description. And if they're not in the description, they'll be in the comment section.
But,
another person I want to briefly touch on, he's a near and dear friend of mine on YouTube. I've been friends with him for a couple of years now, and although we have disagreements on certain topics such as interracial dating or just race in general, I do want to still give that shout out to Lethal Lady, or as he's known on his second channel, The Revolutionary Mind, or on the other, or formerly known as Jago79. He's I might not agree with everything he says, but I agree with what he stands for, and I agree with what he's fighting for. And I want to make it clear, you can disagree with him if you want to. You don't have to agree with everything he says, because we're human. We're gonna have disagreements. But what is not okay is sending him threats and bullying him over how he lives his life, over his thoughts on interracial dating, or just overall how he feels on, how he feels on just topics like interracial dating. Like I said, you do not have to agree with him on that. I don't agree with him on how he feels on interracial dating. But at the same time, I'm not going to attack him over that, because at the end of the day, it is just an opinion. He's allowed to have that opinion. Whether I agree with him or no, He is just speaking his mind at the end of the day. And there's nothing wrong with that. And just like I will tell someone who is bullying an interracial couple for being interracial, I will say it is also wrong to bully a black love couple because they're two black people in love. They're two black people in love. Let them be in love. It's just as valid as interracial dating. Everyone, as long as you are a consensual adults, as long as you are two consensual adults is what I'm saying, it should not matter what race you are. But at the same time, I'm okay with people like Lethal disagreeing with that because he's not hurting anybody with his opinions. Are there things that Lethal says that I'm scratching my head at and thinking, why? Yes, there are, but we're friends. We're gonna disagree with each other every once in a while. And Lethal is somebody who is human. His thoughts are valid. His opinions on interracial marriage or just marriage in general are valid. Even if I don't agree with his thoughts on it, they are valid. So do not send hate threats towards him. Just leave him alone. Let him live his life. And you live your life. And just leave him alone. Lethal Lady does not deserve this. He does not deserve the hate. Like I said, are there certain things he has said where I disagree with and scratch my head at? Yes. I'm not gonna leave a hateful comment on his page. I'm not gonna say he's a horrible person. I'm not gonna leave racially insensitive language on his page. I'm not gonna do that. That is rude, insensitive, and just a waste of time. You don't need to do that. If you disagree with him, that's fine. Disagree with him. But disagree with him in a respectful way. Lethal is open to disagreement. But he's not open to bullshit. So please, guys, just leave Lethal alone. I also want to give a brief shout out to to a recent YouTuber who has been around for years, but is a recent YouTuber I started watching recently. And I want to give a shout out to you because you are someone who I love. I love your content. I think your content is hilarious. Your content is very relatable. And I like it. So I want to give a brief shout out to Freeze Flame 22. He is an amazing content user. He's an amazing content creator. I'm sorry. It's been a long week, guys. I'm so tired. But he's an amazing content creator. He's a great sprite artist. He's an amazing creator. Go subscribe to him and send him love on his page. And just in case this ever gets brought up in the future, because I did bring it up recently, in the comment section of one of my recent videos. I want to make something absolutely clear. I'm not going to say this YouTuber's name because I'm not going to send hate messages towards this YouTuber. But there was a YouTuber who I mentioned in a video recently who I had a very negative experience with when it was, I think, like 4 or 5 years ago. And I just want to clear the air with that. It was basically a disagreement we had on Twitter, which then just led to unnecessary reactions, which then led to just me losing respect altogether for this person. I'm not going to go into the details, and I'm not going to say his name, because I'm not going to send people at him. And if any of you do know who this YouTuber is, because I've mentioned him in the past, do not send hate to him. Do not send hatred towards this YouTuber. But off of that subject, it's really great to be back, guys. I'm glad to be making more videos. I'm glad that I get to record again. It took me a while to find a good opportunity to record, and now I'm just happy. It's been a while. It's great to be back. Games that I will definitely try to upload more on my channel in the upcoming future. Probably Smash Ultimate if they still let me upload YouTube videos. Because, of course, I love uploading my gameplay footage. And I love if there was a way for me to upload footage of SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy, I would do that too. I love that game. It's so cute, colorful, beautiful. It's just a good game. And there's a lot of things I'm excited for. But in all seriousness, guys, I am happy to be back, and I do apologize for the wait. I have been busy with work, and I just really haven't had the time to record, either because I've been tired from work or out of pure laziness. But I managed to make the time to record right now. And I promise when I can, I will try to find a more proper schedule, a more organized schedule. But, oh, this is one thing I do want to touch on, because it seems that this queen is getting into beefs again. Guys, like I said, not to send hate messages to the Vixen, because even if you disagree with the Vixen, do not send hate messages or death threats to her. It doesn't matter if she's having beef with everybody. Just let her go. You can politely disagree with her, but do not send her hate messages. And as for Eureka, please do not send hate messages to Eureka or Mayhem. They're friends. They're sisters. Sisters bicker every once in a while. They're gonna have disagreements. Do not send hatred or death threats or any hateful messages to Eureka or Mayhem. They're both human beings, and they do not deserve the hatred that they receive. Do not, just don't. It was a disagreement that both of them were having, and it was something that was taken out of hand. So guys, please, enough with the whole Eureka is racist content. If you want to believe Eureka is racist and you want to hate her for that reason, that's fine. But when someone is genuinely trying to make a change and, you know, better themselves, do not just don't dismiss it. Because you're not just going to change overnight. It's not even going to be something that's going to change within a year. Sometimes this stuff takes a while. People change in different ways. And Eureka is one of those people. She's just changing in different ways. She is adapting, realizing what she did was wrong. She's acknowledged what she said was wrong. Just don't send her hate messages anymore. She doesn't need it. It's ridiculous. It's unnecessary. And it's just pointless. You don't like Eureka, you don't like Eureka. But don't tell her she needs to break her knee again. Don't tell her she is a horrible queen. Don't call her a racist to discredit her. Like I said, if you feel she's racist, you can say that. That's fine. But don't attack her. And on that same note, do not attack Miss Thorgy Thor. Thorgy Thor, you don't have to agree with the hairstyle she has. You don't have to agree that she wears a lot of afros. You don't have to agree. If you think that's cultural appropriation, that's your opinion. But do not send her threatening messages that threaten to cut her hair. There's a more educating way to talk to her. And if she doesn't listen, that's fine. She doesn't have to change if she doesn't want to. Some people change in different ways. But violence is never the answer. I swear. I'm sorry guys for just rambling so much. I've just been so tired. Guys, I have not had a good week this week. It's just not been a good week. And like I said, I am glad to be back. I'm glad about speaking how I feel about certain things. And I'm glad that I'm back. And I'm glad that I get to talk to you guys, the few that are listening, and just explain what's been going on, why I haven't been uploading. But I'm going to try to make a more consistent schedule. And guys, just thank you for the subscribers that I've gotten. Thank you for all the people who send me love. Thank you for all the people who send me support. And I also want to give a shout out to one of my closest and dearest friends, Flaming Skulls. Flaming Skull 245. I will send you a link to his channel in my description, and I want to say thank you guys. If you guys want to keep up with my content, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys all later. Kunimitsu, signing out.